Hey y'all, it's Ricky T and I'm coming to you from my dining room here at the Taylor Plantation in beautiful Beech Grove, Indiana on a warm early fall day here in central Indiana, beautiful Beech Grove. So guys, I got something new for you. I'm going to be starting a new series. I know I'm on my beer journey with the beers Hunter is doing for his class at IUPUI, but I'm going to intertwine another series in between that to mix things up. So here's the deal. I have joined the Root Beer of the Month Club. Yes, I said that, the Root Beer of the Month Club. So basically what happens is every month they send you 12 different root beers. Evidently, they're small little root beer micro breweries all over the country. In the first box that I just got, there's 2 root beers that I know of. They sent an A&W, which is everybody knows A&W. That's the national one. And then IBC root beer, which is, you get it here locally in Indiana. I know that one. But every other root beer in there, I had never heard of. So, and they got some weird stuff like sarsaparilla root, stuff like that. So I just thought it would be fun. And I may have 1 or 2 of the kids join me on some of these reviews so that they can give their thoughts while I give my thoughts. But I'm going to start it out today. I just got the box. I'm just going to go one in a row, right in the order they're in. Just I guess that's the way we'll do it. So let me just show you what I got here. This first one, I have never heard of this. I don't even see where it's from, but it's called Bulldog Root Beer. Bulldog Root Beer. At the top it says, "Unleash the taste." The original Bulldog Root Beer. So look at those dogs. Maybe more like an American Bulldog. It's definitely not an English Bulldog. So let's pour this bad boy. I did put it in the freezer for a few minutes. So here we go. So I didn't pour it all the way full. So there you go. It's root beer. You can see it's kind of slushy on top because I put it in the freezer for a little bit. So here we go. Let's smell it. It definitely smells like root beer. By smelling it, here's what this reminds me of. For those of you who are Gen X, you're in your maybe late 40s and early 60s maybe, that might be pressing a little bit. But if you're Gen X, you remember when you were a kid and they had root beer popsicles? I totally forgot about them until I smelled this, and I'm like, it was a little different than regular root beer, but this smells exactly like that root beer popsicle we used to get back in the early mid 80s. It's a little bit more stronger of a root beer. But, oh yeah, that's exactly it, man. That's the root beer popsicle from the early mid 80s. So let's give it a try. It's a little thinner than I thought it was going to be. And it also doesn't have as much carbonation as I thought it would be. On the back end, while I was swallowing, and it lingers, I'm getting a delicious vanilla. Yeah. Now, I don't know if because I put it in the freezer for a little bit and it got slightly slushy, if that's why we're not getting any carbonation, but I missed the carbonation. This is a very good root beer, very tasty root beer. Has a very strong vanilla flavor to it, which I love vanilla, but it doesn't have any carbonation whatsoever. And that's what it's missing. Good strong flavor. Man, it's the 1980s root beer popsicle all over again. It has a good sweet flavor, but it's not overbearingly sweet. It's not too sweet. So I like it. If this had if this had better carbonation to it, it would be a great root beer. It would be absolutely a top-notch root beer. That's the only thing missing. Very good root beer flavor with the vanilla on the back end that lingers. What else did I say? The football game going on there in the other room, and the announcer just is yelling and screaming, going crazy, and it caused me to lose my train of thought. But to review, a very good root beer that lacks the carbonation, which I would like for it to have. Otherwise, it has a good, strong, delicious root beer flavor with a vanilla on the mid-late palate that lingers. That's about it. Very good. I'm looking forward to finishing this one off and getting through that box. I got to do 12 of these every single month. I probably won't be reviewing every one of them, but most of them. So anyway, this has been the original Bulldog Root Beer. And until next time, God bless America.